You were one of the guys at the graduation stole ceremony the other night. I guess just kind of how cool is that for you?
It was a very fun experience, you know, and the experience with my teammates and two of my best friends, and Drew Redman and Josh Allen. It was just a very fun experience and good to go to.
I assume you're still on track and everything's good to graduate at the end of the semester?
Definitely make sure everything's going good to graduate on the end of the semester.
Gotcha. I guess what are you graduating with? What's your
my degree's in political science.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess after this season, what's sort of the plan for you?
Go home, train, get ready for pro day, and then after that, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about political science kind of interested you?
Well, I mean, to be honest, at UCLA, that's just what a bunch of athletes did was political science.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I just fell in there. But then I just got real interested in one of my first summer classes I took at UCLA. It was a political science class, and I just got real interested and talked to that professor, and it just carried on from there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
What was it like, you know, transferring from UCLA here, just on the class front? Is that pretty easy, or is there some challenges there to get credits to transfer and everything like that?
The majority of my credits transferred, so it was a pretty smooth transition and easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So next semester, will you be back at home training? Is that the plan?
Yeah, back in Arizona training. Yeah.
Okay, and then come back out here for the pro day.
Yes, sir.
Do you kind of have an idea of what lies next for you in terms of, have you reached out much in terms of like finding interest, stuff like that, or
what do you mean?
Just seeing if talking with agents much or anything like that about the
next
level?
No, not really. Just focused on going home training and then see what happens at pro day.
I guess on the non-football side, is there something in the future you want to do with that degree in specific?
I mean, most likely, if like say pro day didn't go well or anything, I'm most likely just get into coaching. So
okay.
Yep.
Are there is that something you try to do kind of back home, or have you talked to any old high school coaches, anything like that about
that?
that?
Definitely talked to old high school coaches and things like that. So yeah, it'll be good.
I guess through your football career, are there any guys who've kind of made you want to get into coaching more, or guys who sort of inspired you a little bit like that?
Like coaching wise, you're asking?
Yeah.
I would say I've really from this year, Coach Hayes has had a huge impact on me, so I would definitely say Coach Hayes.
I guess what about his coaching is made you interested in it?
I mean, he keeps it real with you at all times. Like, he's never gonna BS you or lie to you, I feel like, and he's the type of guy you want to play for. And I feel like that shows with our defense how we go out and we play for him.
Have you talked to him kind of specifically about you wanting to coach in the future?
No, not yet.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, have you talked to anybody with UW yet about that, or
I mean,
about them helping you out?
It's known that I would consider getting into coaching. So yeah.
Is that kind of a pretty common thing with players on the team, or I guess how common would you say it is that guys want to get into coaching?
I mean, I would say it is, and just how well you're able to grasp the game, and if you think you can take it on from a coaching level as well.
And you mentioned getting to spend that with your best friends. Was that just kind of cool to after spending a couple of years together to have that moment together with the graduation?
Yeah, it definitely was. It was a big moment. Like, dang, we're finally graduating college. It's a pretty good accomplishment. So yeah, that was a good time.
I guess it's been a week now since the bowl was announced. Just how much do you sort of know about Central Michigan and what to expect? We know a solid amount. We got into the game plan last week with these practices, so we've been getting into the game plan more and more each day, and then we'll hit it heavy this week with our practice. Is there anything that kind of stands out in terms of their offense from what you've seen on film?
I would say the running back is one heck of a player, and then you got to take into account their quarterback's a left-handed quarterback, so that's not something you see every day. And then the receivers, they have a solid group of receivers as well, and a big tight end that's a playmaker. I
guess what's different about lefty quarterback, is it just harder to keep an eye on when the ball's coming out?
Yeah, it different, with his angles, with the shoulders, and getting a read on it too. Yep.
Have you guys played against a left-handed quarterback this year? I'm trying to think.
Not that I
think you have.
I don't think we have. Not that I can remember. No.
I know it seems like most guys don't really like playing on that field in Boise. Is it pretty challenging? Just kind of kind of old and hard. Is that sort of?
I mean, no, it's not. It's not too bad. I mean, once you get there, it's cool to experience. See the blue field and everything like that. But once you're playing, you're just playing football on the field.
Does it hurt more when you land? I think Josh said it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, it is a hard surface. I will say it definitely is a hard surface.
Yeah, and I guess going to the Potato Bowl, do you have a favorite potato or type of French fry or anything like that? Or?
I would say my mom or my nana's mashed potatoes would be my favorite.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Do you have much family coming out since it's senior year last game?
All I know is my mom, my dad, and my little sister's coming out for sure. So.
Okay. Gotcha.